cigar sandwich between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the London BlackKnights and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
Into the air right away is Allen.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On play action, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Second and 3.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
To about the 40-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 63 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Third down, he wanted to go with one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Back to throw here.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
On second down, they'll run it here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Looking to throw.
To Jefferson on the slant.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. That is his 951st NFL reception, so 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Black Knights have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. Allen going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they try the right side here.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there.
with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
McPherson on for the point after.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
London about set to take over on offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they went a little cautious there on third and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team. And keep the clock moving.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the option, Allen will keep it. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
Allen now looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
London about set to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
And oh, he coughed it up.
The 2nd down pass. Home on the play. Recovered by
Now, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On 2nd down, here's the option.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge
Previous
flag.
play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So Mike McCarthy correct in his assessment there to challenge that ruling.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taken in at the 3. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw caught by Gray.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he shows off some of that elusiveness there as he's able to dance his way to a gain of about 4. From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
London about set to take over on offense.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen can't get away, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
A beautiful fake.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And just a yard to go here on second down.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Black Knights stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10.
On first down, Allen.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
London about set to take over on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Taken from just outside the 30. Flash. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. This is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point. Really counting on that.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for our visitors, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll return.